Welcome to my YouTube channel on hidden ways to reimagine family relationships. In my videos, I try to use my lived experiences and the reflections from my published memoir to help you look at different ways to think about or to visualize your relationships. In my first video, I used the game analogy to try to explain that relationships need to be constantly, worked on. With the game analogy, I did say that we need, different weapons at different times to continue to fight and then to reinvent our relationships. In previous videos as well, I've tried to explain, certain areas of pressures in our relationships, such as roles, responsibilities, identity, and purpose. So in this video, I am going to introduce a new series, and I've decided to title it Same Page, Different Books. And under this series, this first video is going to be about the difference between compatibility and adaptability. In society, we have the requirement that for relationships to work, we have to be compatible. And again, compatibility is, for many people, the foundations of a relationship. And again, it is also the number one reason why relationships don't function. So my question is, if you find yourselves compatible at the beginning, why all of a sudden do you become incompatible? So in this video, I'm going to share with you why compatibility is not the right foundation for family relationships, and why, on the other hand, adaptability is the way forward. So let's start with a compatibility, for example. To be compatible means you are able to coexist agreeably, which means you have different interests and you agree. You do things together. But again, if we understand the fact that as human beings we change, our interests change, our point of view change, stages in life also change. So it's quite difficult to be compatible all the time. So when life happens, for example, when maybe children come in, the compatibility becomes a huge problem. When, for example, somebody loses a job in the family, there is the problem of having to adapt to the new financial situation of the family. If there is a loss in the family, there is also the need, to adapt. So there are different stages in life that, question the compatibility theory, that we cannot be compatible all the time. We can be compatible sometimes. We can be compatible at the beginning of a relationship. We can be compatible regarding certain areas of life. But to be 100% compatible is quite impossible. So why am I talking about adaptability? Adaptability, on the other hand, is the ability to be able to find, purpose, to adapt to a new circumstance, to try to fit into a new purpose, a new reality, and then a new circumstance. I think this is more applicable to family relationships, so the dynamics of family relationships. Across the years, the families that I've seen thrive, that have lived together for more than 40, 50, 60 years, I think the only ingredient that I really found across these families is the ability to adapt to their changing circumstances, the ability to adapt, for example, when your children come in, they adapt, to that situation. When, for example, maybe there is a migration to a different country, they have to adapt. So, like I said, it's not about compatibility, it's always about the ability to adapt. And then when you talk about adaptability, I mean, it is a human condition. And if I can apply this to the professional life, for example, I found out that the only thing that has kept me, in my, profession over the years as a university lecturer is my ability to adapt, because every year there are maybe new modules, to teach, there are new policies, there are new softwares to use, there are new skills, to be built. And if you find out from people who have been made redundant, it's because they've not been able to adapt to their new situation. And a very good example about being adaptable is the recent, COVID-19 that we all experienced. We know that the COVID, brought in new ways of living and new ways of working. Before the COVID, nobody ever thought we could work from home. We could do without going to work, or we could work or live, in a different way. So it's all about being adaptable. Those who are not able to adapt are the ones who are left, behind. So the same thing applies to our family relationships. So being compatible is not the way forward, because, actually thinking about it, I personally think, that people are not even compatible with themselves. If I have to be really very honest, I don't think I am compatible, with myself. Am I really able to live with myself? So I also want you viewers to ask yourself that question, if you are compatible, with yourselves. We know, for example, that even identical twins are not, compatible. People have different interests, people have different passions, and then we change all the time. Change is the only thing that is permanent in our conditions, in our situation as human beings. So I would like you to begin to reimagine, your family relationships, and focus more on how you are going to adapt to changing circumstances in your relationship. And I think the way forward is stop trying to be compatible, or stop looking for things that really make you compatible, that make you fit into your relationship, and rather try to embrace, change, that change happens, and, for your relationship to actually thrive and be fit, for purpose in the future, is when you are able to be adaptable, adapt to the different circumstances in life. I did make mention before, for example, of some of those circumstances that introduce change in family relationships, like, when children, begin to come in. That's a high, it's a moment, that could actually, bring a lot of crises, a lot of differences, a lot of divisions in the family. In my own experience, for example, I remember, having my first child. It was quite exciting to be a mother, but I remember, many, many years ago, coming from the hospital, and then I just came home with my son, and I just broke down. I didn't know what to do, with that baby. It's like, what am I supposed to do, with this baby? That was a huge, moment of, learning for me. Because, like I said, having a child could be a moment of excitement, but sometimes in life, such moments of huge excitement could also be moments of pressure, and also moments of conflict in the relationship. Then, of course, having a child also comes with a lot of changes. You need to adapt. You need to adapt to your lifestyle, your sleep pattern. Your time has to be shared, across maybe your partner and then your child. And then again, you actually begin to grow, having to take care of this child. And of course, you begin to do so in the different stages and phases of life. So this is just an example of, a way to adapt in our family relationship. So it is about being adaptable, and it's not about being compatible. So viewers, I just want you to understand, the only thing I want you to, the only take I want you to look at in this video would be how adaptable you can be. And this is not only about family relationships, it is about life in general. So in conclusion, I just want to say, Forget about being compatible. Don't look for things that bring you, that you always agree with, because disagreement is actually part of life. Instead of looking at what will make you compatible or why you are not compatible, start looking for how you can be adaptable, how you can navigate through the changing landscape of your family relationships. See you in my next video. And if you like the content of this video, please send me your comments. And then again, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Bye-bye.